Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of What You Raving About. I'm here with JC once again.
What's happening, people?
How y'all doing? All right. So let's get right into it. Baltimore's defense. How's it become more consistent over the last 8 weeks?
Man, with the changes that they made, dropping back Kyle to essentially help out Brandon, because that's really what that did. That's one of the biggest wrinkles. I think Adarius's energy has been insane. It's one of those things where you get a guy out there who's high energy, high motor, and they giving it their all. It makes everybody else feel like a lot more comfortable in the scheme. And I think they also just made it simple. All of the disguises and running back and forth and trying to make it look like you blitzing, but you're not blitzing. You're gonna drop back it was too much in the beginning. I think it was too much. And the personnel was in and out, in and out, in and out. It was just way too much. Trent Simpson would be on first down, then he not in on second down, but he back in on third down. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So I think it just got simple.
Yeah, I think the addition of Adarius definitely stiffened up that back end, and now we're seeing the difference of somebody back there that's willing to hit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I didn't like about Williams. He just wasn't willing to hit anybody. Kyle, he's Kyle. Kyle's an all-pro. He's out there on the field giving it his all every day. I mean, I'm seeing this man throw his whole body at people like, damn, like, is he even worried about getting hurt at this point? I don't want you to get hurt now, Kyle.
Right.
I need you to stay healthy.
Please.
But I see you, man. I see you working hard. All right, let's get into a little bit of stats. So, Baltimore kept Josh Allen in check in week 4. We're going back to Buffalo to already know we already know what we're going to do up there. So in that game, in week 4, he had 180 passing yards. He had 21 yards rushing. He was sacked 3 times, and one of them was a strip sack.
Mm-hmm.
We did give up 31 points in the next 4 of 6 games, and we had to make a little bit of changes to our pass defense. We know Brandon Stevens is going to be out there. What can we do defensively to slow Josh Allen down?
So in the first matchup, what probably got missed is that a lot of what people were worried about with Josh Allen, he was trying to do in the first game. Josh Allen is a magician. I'm talking about running out to the corner, flicking his wrist, the ball going 60 yards down the field. Matter of fact, he actually had one of those plays in that week 4 game where he rolled out to the right, jumped up in the air, and launched it downfield.
Mm-hmm.
But those are his special plays. That's what they mean when they say Josh Allen is being Superman. He's making those type of plays. Literally, all we're going to have to do is maintain our gap integrity. We are great at stopping the run. No offense to Denver, but we're a step up in class when it comes to stopping the run. All right. And then to cover up Brandon, a lot of the stuff that Josh Allen is doing, those big miraculous plays, they all scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody has to just stay plastered. In this scenario, the one thing that he does well is being phased, right? We talked about this last time. So he's going to be in the way. It's going to come down to if Josh Allen trusts that receiver to go make that play. Who do he has that can make that play? I mean, Keon Coleman's pretty big. He can go up there and get the ball if he needs to. But again, with Kyle sitting over the top, it may, take Josh Allen's attention away from doing something like that. So I think what's really going to help is helping put people over the top to help Brandon out. Maybe even go some more dime packages like we did at the end of the Steelers game, because after he started showing his regular tendencies, they slid the dime to hide him in the inside so that they could use him more to be a running force or a short pass stopper.
Okay.
I think that'll probably be the best option, though. Slide him inside and let him work.
Okay. So speaking on that, the Bills were without 2 All-Pros the last time we played them. Matt Milano, Teron Johnson, they're back. Inside linebacker, Milano, nickel cornerback, Teron Johnson. One's a first-team All-Pro in 2022. Johnson was a second-team All-Pro in 2023. They're talented. They're smart. What are they going to do to try to stop us?
So Matt Milano it's going to be more of that enforcer. He's going to come down there and he's going to make some hits. Now, don't get me lying. Johnson plays like he's a nickel, but he plays like an additional linebacker. You'll notice sometimes he lines up almost like the Sam linebacker. Smaller guy, 190, kind of gives you that same feeling as a Darius. He's getting in there. He gonna get in the trenches. All right. So that gives them the ability to come up and try to play that run more. That's really what they're going to gain with having them two back. They got two guys that's going to come up there and want to play that run. Now, here's the issue. A lot of people think that just because they stepped in there, they're going to be able to stop the run just that simple. It's not that easy.
No.
It's not that easy.
Especially if we run out of what?
I formation. It's just not that simple. It's not that simple. They're going to try it. I believe that they'll have, some success. They won't be perfect. No team is going to be perfect in any way, shape, or form. We're not going to be perfect running the ball. But again, just like last week, got to keep running it. I formation, single back. Doesn't matter. Run the ball. These guys got to stop us. We don't really got to stop them. I'm happy that they got a little bit healthier because when you go out there and get that win, it's like, okay, now what?
Right.
Y'all had what y'all needed, right?
Right.
All right. I mean, and Matt Milano, I don't know if this is clickbait or not, but apparently tweeted out that, showed up on Twitter that their game plan is to, yet again, try to make Lamar a pocket passer. Ladies and gentlemen, this man threw for 4,000 yards and 41 touchdowns this year. Go ahead. Make him a pocket passer.
I think that's a lot of people's strategy because they think that if Lamar throws over 30 passes or 40 passes, then we're not going to be successful. But that's not always the case. What works for us is the run game.
Exactly.
The throw is set up off the run.
Absolutely.
So if we get a nice groove going, the run game going, Derrick Henry gets downhill, it's very hard to stop Lamar by himself.
Absolutely.
Now you got to test for Derrick Henry running downhill at you. You got linebackers got to shift to basically try to stop Derrick Henry from running 80 yards. And then everybody else is trying to stop Lamar going the other way. And you don't know what they're going to do. That's the best thing that the Ravens have going for them. They don't know. Nobody knows what they're going to do.
Yeah. And that worked out really well in the Steelers game. I know there was a couple of people who weren't too happy about lack of production in the fourth quarter. Well, let me explain something. The lack of production wasn't really a lack of production. They were chewing clock
they were chewing clock
like crazy. I mean, yes, I would love to see them put up some more points, but at the same token, I wanted to see the clock just keep tick, 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 tick. Because yes, the Steelers got two big splash plays, but let's be real. They made the adjustment through 21 inside, and then yes, I know we made the mistake with the rookie between Wiggins and Darius, but that's not going to happen too often, right? So you gave up with them two splash plays of 30-plus yards for touchdowns, but after that, they said, you know what, we're going to slide him inside, we're going to go ahead and put some pressure on this team, and let's see if they can handle it. Okay. And that's the same thing I see you doing again.
Right. All right. Well, second week, we got the T-shirt in the bag. What's up with it?
Oh, man. So, this T-shirt, right? This T-shirt, I loved it for the fact that we won the North. I loved it for that. But it's a lock. Like, that's like saying that, I mean, to me, this slogan killed me. I'm like, what is this slogan? It's a lock. What's a lock? We didn't win anything yet. And I felt like this was one of those things where sometimes the slogan can kind of throw you off. It's a lock to me made it sound like we got it all locked up. We going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like
this phrase to me was just like, nah, it ain't a lock. We ain't done nothing yet. All we did was win the AFC North. It's a lock doesn't work for me. I was like, I don't understand. I don't know who came up with this slogan. And the slogan this year is no better. But come on. Whoever's doing this, please. Yeah, just, you could have stuck with Rise and Conquer. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all slogan this year. Or I think this year was Don't Blink. We could have put just AFC North champs never blinked. Something that, resonated with us. No, please. We don't want to do the league-wide thing no more. Come on, let's get our own stuff.
Everybody, leave a comment in the comment section about the shirt. What do you think? Is it bad? Do you hate it? Do you love it? What do you think? All right. All right, getting towards the end now. So we got weak links. So what are the weak links on the Bills? Let's go to Bills first, and then we'll do the Ravens.
So the Bills' weakest point for me is going to be their corners. I understand that they want us to pass the ball, but they don't really want that. That's their weakest point. They're not going to be able to just cover everything. I mean, look at what Bo Nix did in the first 2 plays. Now, Bo Nix is a rookie. He's not Lamar Jackson. Bo Nix tried to scramble a couple times, and they tried to chase it down, and they said, this is kind of how they would play someone who runs. Yeah, you were able to chase down Bo Nix, but again, not Lamar Jackson. So the edge on them is going to be soft. Look, remember the first play from the last game? What did we do? We go straight out towards the off tackle set so we can get towards them DBs.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the weakest spot. Yep. The weakest spot is going to be them DBs. We can get some outside runs. We can get some passes just on some one-on-one coverages. It's going to be rough for them. I don't see how they can stop that. And then you got to also remember, they're going to try to get them ends to crash down to kind of stop or take away Lamar or the Derrick Henry handoff. Same thing that the Steelers try to do, the chase and replace method. But we know how to block that too. So it's gonna be tough. I mean, they're good. They run out of nickel a lot. They use a lot of DBs in their scheme.
Right, they do.
So their weakest point is what they believe to be their strength. That's what they got, all that speed on the field, but that don't give them no power.
And that's how I feel, because I feel like they're undersized when it comes to that, and I feel like the Ravens just run downhill football, and if you don't have somebody 310 pounds out there setting that edge, Derrick Henry is going to run you straight over. Yeah. And there's no stopping him. So I really think that they're undersized at the defensive line. I think we're going to just manhandle them from the center to the guard, and they're just going to run between the tackles and then just take off every time.
And you got to remember, and even in that first game, our offensive line wasn't set to what it is now.
It wasn't.
So we made some changes. We got better.
And
he ran for 199 yards that time. Right. Now we got better. Right. And again, I don't think this is a step up in class from what we got in the Steelers defense. They may feel a lot more energetic, but I mean,
they're not as powerful.
They're not. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ed Oliver, love you. Think you're a great guy. Think you do a wonderful job on the front. Cam Hayward.
All right. So this weekend, think we'll see a big kick from Justin Tucker?
You know what? So after I said last week, I thought he might get on the board. I really, really believe that Lamar Jackson is 100% bought into the idea. I'm not trying to get Tucker on the field. And it ain't because he don't think Tucker's going to make the kick. Let me be clear. I don't think that's why. I think he's only thinking touchdown, 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 and touchdown. I think that's all he's thinking.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tuck. Well, if you do get on the field, we know we need you. All right? Just to wrap up, everybody, we're going to be giving away this Ravens jersey. After our first, how many subscribers?
We're going to do it after our first 50. We're going to just do a raffle.
Okay.
See who comes out the winner.
So we'll do a raffle after our first 50 subscribers to our YouTube channel. Everybody subscribe, follow the page, follow us on Instagram, King of Voice, 72 Nova Guy. Follow the Tales of the Tailgate page. Comment on this shirt. We need all the comments. All right? And we'll catch y'all after this win on Sunday. All right?
Absolutely.
Peace.